So we're back for another video. I have noticed something in the difference between the third gen heroes and the fifth gen heroes, and let me explain why. And I know you're probably asking, what about the fourth gen heroes? Okay, so I do understand that there's a few things about the fourth gen heroes being better than third gen, blah blah blah, but this is what I'm talking about the explorer challenges and the event bosses that you can do. Like right now, we're in the anniversary event for State of Survival, and they got the Troublemaker boss, Todd Troublemaker boss, or whatever. And I've noticed something pretty drastic in how much it really affects how much you can get by using the older heroes and the difference between using newer heroes. So I want to go through a few things about this because I noticed this and I didn't realize until like pretty much halfway through the event, and I was doing the event boss. I was doing the toddler event, toddler. I don't know why I'm saying that. Todd event boss here. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. I even just tested it in the regular Explorer challenge, and I'm gonna kind of break it down to a little bit of what I know, and it seems to be that the older heroes is the best choice for this event because of certain reasons, like the Gen 3 heroes have a higher output in damage, and they're not crowd control. Unlike the 5th gen heroes, they are crowd control and they keep the enemies at bay longer. So I'm going to show you what I mean about that. So I'm going to, because there's a few skills in the 5th gen heroes that prevents the enemy from moving, and they don't have high output damage in their explorer challenges. And I've noticed this, I mean, dramatically, because I usually get like about 700,000 damage with the third gen heroes, and I don't get like 280, I think. I'm not for the fifth gen, so oh, I can't even do the event anymore. It's over. But I will show you a explorer challenge though. I'm gonna be doing my intel here. Uh, but even with the event, I have noticed differences between. I think it's the same thing with this, but so we're gonna use um, the fifth gen heroes. I actually been switching it over to my thirds because they're doing like higher output. I wish the event was still up. I don't know why it's not. Because we're not even halfway through the event. It should be like 2 days into it. I guess they ended that event early, which is kind of annoying because I've been doing a lot of that. But anyways, so I'll show you here. As you can see, one of them shoots a net. One of them has a trap, and the other one has I don't know what it calls army men. So the net and overall stops the enemies from moving, and which is good. But if you're fighting a boss event like that, it is bad because it just keeps the boss at the far end, and the only heroes that are attacking it and can reach it is the two back heroes, and only with their primary weapons, which is the regular whatever he's using. It looks like he's using a bow, and she's using some type of submachine gun, and they can only use that. But Julia is down at the bottom right here. Um, she does throw that net, and what's the troublesome about it? I don't even. That's not even a boss. I'm actually gonna do a plague here. But with the boss, she keeps the boss at bay, and and the boss stays back, at the start where he first spawns, and it's kind of annoying because you barely get anything for the first 30 seconds, and it just stays there. So I'm gonna do this plague. So it's gonna be the same thing anyways. I'm gonna do this plague. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. I wish I didn't expected that the event boss would go away so quickly. It's only been 2 days with the event here, and like I haven't. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Anyways, it's a little setback. I'll still will show you guys with this. I'm gonna do a plague 19 myself. Since I got the stamina. I know it's a waste of stamina, but I'm kind of gonna be doing it anyways. I should have just poured over to make it faster, but But anyways, I just wanted to point those skills out because those skills have it's I call it crowd control because it keeps the enemies at bay at large numbers. And if you have heroes or any abilities like that against one single target and it's like a boss, it's you're not going to get much damage out of it. And you're not going to get that much score, and the higher the score that you get for damage ranking per per sending your heroes out to it, it differs on how much rewards you get. So I rather scoring like about 700,000 points per hit instead of 280, which I get little amount of rewards from the event, which in case if I use my third gen heroes, it'd be no problem. But there's still, oh, there's 3 right here. Okay. With the third gen heroes, they have like they really have the crowd control. Like they don't have crowd control like to keep the enemies at bay, but they have a different type of crowd control, which is maximum output crowd control, which I call it. I don't know what other people call it. I don't know how it's called, but this is where they do high damage output in a radius area effect that does an extreme amount of damage, and it kills them like pretty much instantly. And that's what these third gen heroes do. And especially Ash with her flamethrower and the rate that she's at a level 70, is she's a bit better on that. And especially when you have max stats, she's got enhanced landmines, she's got double grenade and landmines. When uses the double grenade, she does like she throws 2 grenades pretty much, but it detonates twice, it does damage twice, and you're doing like extreme amount of damage. Same thing with the landmines. I mean, not this landmine, but with this landmine reduces movement speed, but it doesn't do a whole lot like what Julia Garcia can do, which is the 5th gen hero can completely stop uh the infected. So it's kind of hard if you're doing a boss is going to be sticking back there because Julia is going to be just making him stop. Isn't just going to stand there. So I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to send these other ones too. So I can kind of show you twice here. But like, so with the third gen heroes, I'm not fully explaining myself. I do apologize. With Zoe Mash and Miho, with Miho, she does have the smoke bomb that temporarily stops them, but it's only for like a few seconds, like a couple seconds at best. Then it comes back. But she also does the morale boost, which is the music boost, which enhances damage and attack speed. So that's massive damage there already. So she's doing the enhancement for the attack speed, and the other heroes already have like maximum attack. So I wonder why. Oh, I wonder why it's doing that. Increase the attack rate speed for the entire squad. So pretty much with that music constantly going in the Explorer challenge, it's much easier to kill enemies in ways, but if you do have a hard time in Explorer challenges with, large group of enemies, it's it would be good to use the fifth gen heroes just because they completely stop the enemy while they have a chance to kill them fairly quick. And with Zoe's compound bow and stuff like that, she can do like flame arrows and explosive arrows, and she can do the crossbow towers. The explosive arrows are these, I believe, increase. Oh, this is a bowmaster increase attack uh area. Fuck, what do you call it? Excuse my language. Increased attack rate. Sorry, trying to figure this out. I don't know why. So, anyways, I'm gonna do this boss real quick with the new gen heroes. I'm gonna clear this area for this boss, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. Just the skills. I don't know how much damage I can really do against, what these are. I never done it with the. I don't think I've done it with the new heroes. I did it with the old heroes, the third gen heroes. So this is gonna be kind of new, hopefully. So I'm gonna send these heroes in. We're gonna see how much the boss can move in the period of time that I have actually, started out with. So the whole problem is if Julia Garcia keeps holding the enemy back like that the whole time, it takes a while for it to move initially once the net goes away. And once the net goes away and once it starts moving, Julia Garcia is going to come in with another net. So that gives my brawler, which is way over here, no chance to actually get into the fight and start doing damage, which is that. So the fact that the boss is way back here and it's not moving any further, and especially this type of enemy is doing like ranged attacks, I should say, it still can't get anything in. It barely got any in on the dogs, the white and black. So like keeping that boss back there, it will be hard to. With my third gen heroes, I can one shot these with no problem. But I'm gonna show you guys with this too. Like I said, guys, I wish that one event wasn't over because like I would straight prove it to you, but I don't have I don't I should say I don't know why it stopped like barely halfway through because that event lasts like at least 3 days and it hasn't even been 3 days since the event started in my state. So anyways, so in this rate, these third gen heroes do maximum damage at the rate they do. So I'm gonna show you guys this a bit. I don't know exactly how it's gonna play with this, but we'll see. Again, Ash is not even getting any damage in, and this is not even. The right. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same. Like I said, I wish this is an area boss. It's not one of those ones that are melee. It's a little ranged boss. So if it was like something like this one, probably. Like I said, I wish that event was. I don't know. It's strange because that event, like, I would use third gen heroes. I would get like 700 plus thousand damage, and I would like pretty much one shot the event, the event boss, like pretty much 2 hits because it does do a lot of damage and Like, I just noticed this and, like, okay, higher score, blah, blah, blah. Then my new heroes didn't do much as damage, but the plague is not even doing anything for that. But I did show you guys about the skills and what they do, so you can probably imagine that, oh, hey, yeah, he's probably right, you know. If you still have that event in state and you have the new heroes already exchanged for the 5th gen heroes and the 3rd gen heroes you have, please do try it out. Because I'm just like, so I can show you. I don't know. I just wish the event was on. I don't know why it's not. Like, it's kind of annoying when I'm trying to do a video and showing you guys, but I guess I should have done it, I don't know, last night, but I was tired and long day of work, so I couldn't really, I wanted rest, let's put it that way. But I just like it was like weird because like I was using my hero my first 5th gen, sorry, 5th gen heroes, and I was getting like almost like 300,000 damage. Like, what, this ain't right. Why I'm getting low damage, and like I was questioning. I was like, whatever. So I was doing like a lot of part of the event for that day, and like I'm like, all right, whatever. Then I went over and I didn't. I think I had my heroes somewhere else, my 5th gen, and I swapped over to the 3rd gen heroes because I like, I like them a lot. Like, I still do. I'm still gonna use them, and I noticed like a major increase in damage. I'm like, I just look over once, like, holy shit, 600,000, and it was still going. It still had like 20 seconds left. I'm like, damn, okay, hello. Then I was like, okay, that's strange. So I'm gonna go back over here. We're gonna do the new gen heroes, the 5th gens, and this is the type of boss, kind of what it was doing in the event. Same type, but it was just dressed differently, and I think it was with this was the difference in damage. But we'll see. I don't know if Plague has that, that little change or whatever, but it's kind of haunting. So like, legitly, the boss just stays there, then he hammers down like it is doing, then Garcia just throws the net. So it's like pretty much next to impossible. And then the wolves get there, then there's like no way for Brooke to get any closer. So I pretty much have to get Brooke over here as quick as possible. So I'm already like 20 seconds in and I'm barely 200 something thousand damage. Like, I think the plague's a little bit different. I'm not quite sure, but in the event, it was just like stupid. I'm like, is this like a bug or something? Like, I was tripping out because like I didn't get like the total amount of score that I wanted for the event. But I'm gonna switch over to the new heroes. I mean, the older heroes. Want to see exactly what's going on. I think it's the event, tell you the truth, because it's not showing crap on the plague. So it might be just the event, which I'm hoping, because if it had to deal with not the event, it would suck, because then I would be switching heroes constantly. But this seems about right. So almost like a full minute, I'm over like 100,000. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm already 400,000. Is not even 30 seconds left. So, like I said, kinda, I'm doing 700,000 damage with the 3rd gen heroes. It's same type of enemy in the event boss. So I'm doing 780,000 damage with the 3rd gen heroes. And this kind of sucks because it's now not in the event that I expected. But this proves my theory in totally like in this one. I mean, the plague's a little bit different, so they got a bit more damage and also moved Brooke up a little bit. But like, come on, like the third gen heroes, they're doing like 2 times more the damage than the fifth gen heroes in the Explorer Challenge. It's like if I don't like I don't know how to really explain it. Like I don't know like why like besides the new gen's hero skills that stops it in its tracks because no less than like when it first starts like at 1 minute total time left my third gen heroes already have 100,000 damage on it. Like it's just not. It's like these these third gen heroes have high damage output, and they are crowd controls as well. But the difference between these ones is they have a higher output and damage, and they do high area effect or high area damage than pretty much anything. So pretty much the fifth gen heroes are area control, but lower, output and damage. Which they're still good heroes. I like them. They're pretty badass, even in the Rig Explorer. Like I really do like the new heroes, but their skills on stopping the enemy is so OP that it's might be a problem here soon. Like this is just in the Explorer Challenge. I don't know how well it's going to be in the regular battles because I mean, since we got the new heroes, I never had any, any battles with anything because state versus state got postponed. And I was hoping for state versus state, but it got postponed. So I'm sitting here with pretty much nothing to do except for doing this video. So, and I gotta push more of these videos out anyways, because I know y'all guys like it. So I'm gonna do the new gen heroes again. I'm not gonna move Brooke this time, but I'm going to show pretty much the difference in damage. I mean, they're already doing no damage already. It's been, it's like at a minute, they did like less than 40,000 damage. So that's pretty terrible when it reaches a minute total left at the time of killing this thing. So it's because Julie Garcia with her net and the fact that it doesn't move and the other heroes don't have the range to reach it. Like that's what I'm talking about. Just as this part right here is what I'm talking about. They can't reach the boss. If the boss sits there just after it got, all caught up in Julia's net, then after it gets hit by the net and stops moving, then when it goes to start moving, it slams down with its ability. I mean, it does hurt everybody, but barely. But that just prevents the boss from moving, which prevents from high output. So if you are doing like any Explorer challenges or anything like that, I would recommend the third gen heroes for doing high damage output during bosses. So if you're doing a boss one, like like in the Explorer challenge, there's like 2 or 3 explorers that you have to do before you hit the boss, one of the bosses in there. And for that, I guess I would recommend the third gen heroes for higher output so you can kill them. But I don't know. It all depends. But they're good in the regular Explorer challenge. Like they're amazing because of the dogs and they keep the enemies at bay, and it takes the enemies forever to reach them. So it's like, okay, that's cool. But like with event bosses like the Todd the Troublemaker with the anniversary, it's kind of hard to do the points, which the more points that you get, the more rewards you get. And it's kind of hard to do it with the new gen heroes because it's just keeping the dude at bay. Like, you don't even get any points, like, hardly any points until it reaches a certain radius and the heroes can actually hit it. But I mean, I guess you could move Brooke over there, but Julia's still gonna throw her net, and it's still gonna slam down. I mean, it's not gonna change anything. I mean, I don't expect it to change anything, except for I guess to move to get closer to Brooke. But like, I mean, like it's just the fact that it stays there, like the fact that it doesn't move, the fact that you're not gonna get that much points and the fact that you can get more points with third gen heroes. I mean, come on, you already saw it like pretty much at that point. Like, I will put a timestamp down for that moment, but like, I mean, come on, like that's insane. I don't even know how well it's gonna do in battle. I never tested it, like I keep saying. Like I never tested if it's something, then something. I don't know. We'll see. I might attack my other account just to see. I'm not gonna put that much troops in it, of course, but we'll see. I'll probably make a quick video of that like later, but right now, like I just wanted to show you guys this particular thing that I thought was pretty interesting and probably you want to know, because if you're doing events like these and it's probably too late, even if you're the ones that probably have the same, like the same event go away on you pretty easily, pretty early, then I'm sorry, because I kind of wanted to show you guys this too, because that kind of bummed me out because I still wanted to do more. But like, I mean, I gotta like a ass ton of these, like 21, like it's unnecessarily for how much I'm getting. Then the event ends like so quickly. Like I don't know. I don't understand. But anyways, guys, I hope you find this information useful in the future, you know, things. I thought it, you know, it was a useful thing to know, because like it's kind of fucked up. Like if you don't notice this stuff, it's kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna send my heroes, do the Explorer challenge. Then like you're just doing the Explorer challenge and you're busy with your, you know, real life stuff. You know, like you just set that down to do the Explorer challenge. Then, you know, you're eating something or doing something real quick, getting ready for something or something like that, and you don't notice this stuff. Like that's what I'm here for. I'm showing you guys like, oh, I noticed this, and there you go. Like I don't know in how much more I have to really explain it, but and also you get to see me do a level 19 plague zone by myself. So pretty much note to self, if you have T10s with a lot of damage and good heroes, you can do explore plague zones. I mean, level 19. I am trying to test to see if I can do level 22s myself or anything like that. I know, guys, I know you're gonna kill me for it. It is a waste of stamina, but again, I've been saving up a butt ton of stamina, and I still got stamina rates, and they changed it to where we can get more stamina. And but look, I have 1,008 of these, so that's pretty much 10,000 stamina that I have right here. So, but I've been saving because I don't do the plague that often. I should say this would be the first time actually showing you guys that I actually do Plague. Um, it's funny because like everybody's doing Plague and stuff like that, and I like there's like some crates that you can get from it. You can get Maddie and Frank fragments from it, and Jane's fragments. Anyways, like I don't really do like the Plague. I haven't done the Plague in State 75 at all, so I had to start with level 1 Plague, and I had to work my way up. And for some reason, during through all the updates, it created system data errors every time I would tap on a new event or any plague zones because of the new heroes. Because when I exchanged the heroes to the 5th gen, it wasn't recognizing the heroes exchange, and it was flagging as a data error thingy. So I switched. I found something that I could switch my heroes over to, such as the infected fiends that you do. You set your rallies and have your alliance mates, help rally with you. So I just went over. I found one. I'm just gonna do a level 5 if I can find. Yep, I find some level 5s. So I went in, set a rally, and I changed my heroes from here. And I switched it over to the old ones, and it reverted my old ones over on the new events, so I can switch from that to the new ones to have it recognize, the whole thing. But like in overall, it's still, I mean, that's the whole reason why I couldn't do Plague to begin with. Like it created like an error, and I thought it was like it was on my part, like my base or whatever. It didn't like me. Like that's what I thought. But like now I know it's all because of the new hero. So I switched over to the oldest heroes I had, which is pretty much Sarge and Jane and Rusty. I switched over to them just to making sure that I was just those heroes that I could switch over. Then switched to the new ones, blah blah blah, and I went through it all and made sure that everything was good. Anyways, guys, before I bore you to death, okay, that's cool. I don't care, that's good. I like that information. Some other army is marching towards it. Okay, yep, thank you. That's all I need to know. Anyways, before I bore you to death more and talk your ears off even more, I hope you guys like this. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.